Hi, beautiful Cancers. Welcome to your July reading with me, Marianne from Marianne's Mystic Mentions. Oh my goodness, I can hardly contain myself, Cancer. What a month. What a month. You are one of the main highlighted featured signs for the month of July, and I'll explain why. But what I can tell you right off the bat is I am actually recording this reading for you on the new moon in your sign, Cancer. That happens once a year, a new moon and a full moon, 6 months apart. So, I mean, I woke up and I knew it was going to be the new moon, and there was just this, I had a great sleep, not often lately. It felt this beautiful sense of love, sensitivity that you so very clearly, emute, and just we had Jupiter enter your sign on June 9th. And so it's going to be there a full year. And Jupiter is so incredibly comfortable and exalted in your sign that in itself speaks volumes. But all of us get to benefit when Cancer is the sign that Jupiter is in, and that's happening, and it's been happening, and it only is going to grow. And I just want to wish you the most incredible year in that regard. But there's more. So we have your sun season now. Happy birthday to every single Cancer out there. And I know a fair amount, family members, friends, past friends, both of my sons actually have Cancer risings. It's interestingly enough, they're very close in age. So a lot of their charts kind of are similar, as different as they are. Not about them though. This is about you. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. So sun sign happening through the 20th of July, because that's when we then go into Leo season. Jupiter in your sign. And then on the, what is it? Oh my gosh, I was just looking at it. I'm so sorry. I want to say the 3rd of July. Very soon, I apologize. I'm kind of going back-to-back readings. But this was mostly prevalent for you. So Venus, the love, the openness of love and passion and caring and money and beauty and feeling good, looking good, healing, everything you can put together with Jupiter is in your sign through the 27th. So I think it was the 3rd of July through the 27th. Wow. I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. I feel like you're already feeling this juju, wonderful stuff. And you so deserve it. And I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to mention a few things. I promise I'm going to do a little more shuffling. I'm going to be doing a 6-card spread for you all. Past, present, future with clarification. I'm definitely going to be showing you your chakra, main focus on the specific chakra for the month of July, okay? But let me tell you, even with the fact that we have 4 retrogrades this month, it's a common thing. It happens every year. It's nothing different. My goodness, we had so much retrograde energy from even last year, with a lot of Mars energy in your sign and going back and forth to Leo and you and so forth. I'm sure you remember. I'm sure you're still kind of reverberating from it. I know I am. But that's done. And so, yeah, the four retrogrades we already have Pluto, outside planet, quite far, but very important for transformation and, kind of just really recognizing our power and our needs and our strengths and not sabotaging and really caring a lot about how we treat ourselves and how we're dealing with the world at large, really, in a small little capsule way to describe it. That's been in retrograde in Aquarius already. The other retrogrades will be the Saturn in Aries retrograde from July 13th through November 27th. Neptune in Aries retrograde from July 4th to December 10th. And good old Mercury. That happens 3 to 4 times a year. All these retrogrades happen. We live with them throughout our lives. And the main theme, I would say, with all retrogrades is the introspection that will occur while having one of the best times of your life, okay? But knowing you really feel like you need to review things, and trust me when I tell you, there's people coming back in your life. I'm there. It's happening. It happens all the time, but I think it's even more pronounced. Be prepared for that, because it might be the very thing that your heart has been asking for, or or you've just been motivated and manifesting, and just like this is the month. Decisions about the heart. Okay, so that's phenomenal. Now, the other things about Mercury retrograde, of course, are it affects our transportation, our communication, and our technology. Nothing we can't live with, okay? When you know how to work with anything, it helps so very much. I wouldn't suggest starting anything brand new. It's all about reviewing, renewing, and all the R's. If you've not ever heard of Mercury retrograde, look it up. It's a real thing. And, transportation, make sure your car is being tuned up and all the things you need to do there. You might want to buy a new car. You may have a new form of transportation happening. And then, of course, communication, that tends to get a little funky. It's hard for me, when I'm doing readings and so forth. I don't talk a lot during my massages. Some people like to, mostly not. But for this, I get tangled up in my words. My brain doesn't cognitively really match during that time. And there's a shadow period between the beginning and the end, but it's nothing we can't get through, and we're just going to make it work. And it's generally a time when a lot of people, and I hope including yourself, especially as your birthday is here and your season, to get away and not to worry if there is a delay in transportation, or there's a, rescheduling of clientele, things like that type of thing are more predominant. Delays to work happen every single time, like clockwork. All of a sudden you look and there's road work, and that's not an issue too much. It's just you have to plan for that. It might be a 5-minute delay out of your way or less. Just knowing it, and it's always good to take different ways to go to work anyway. I've been trying that a lot lately. I think it makes sense if you're used to going the same way, and you can go a different way. I highly recommend that. So let's get going on, first of all, with your chakra check. Now, the chakra is that beautiful energy center. There are 8 that I speak of, because there are 8 cards, and they have a beautiful saying on the back to help truly strengthen that area and just really give it your all and feel incredibly empowered, and removing any kind of blocks or any kind of resistance in that particular chakra. So the last one was the heart chakra with Gemini. And I'm telling you, it's oh man, I'm elated for you. And you must let me know, if you choose to do so, how this is affecting your life. Because this is a smaller channel, but I'm growing, and I've been doing it for a while. And I really, really would love it if you would just, hit that like button, share, hit the notification bell, because there are different changes that I make. I don't know exactly sometimes when I'm going to be. And I'm going to be starting a series of love series. So stay tuned. I've done it before. I'm just bringing it back. It might be very interesting for you, I hope. I just basically talk about, every single sign and what you're compatible with and why and so forth, until I've gone through all the signs. And I go through every single sign and all the signs. So it's going to be a fairly long series. But I hope that appeals to you, and just let me know. And you're pushing the like and the subscribe button is the best thing you can do to help me keep coming back. Okay? It's really that simple. There's no cost involved. Readings will be available to you, and I'm going to be doing more about that in the future, and I would love to know if you're interested. You let me know in the link below through my website now. And you have, okay, well, see, now when I had my little conversation with you, I didn't mention it yet. I always have a little powwow, and I call it my meditation with the sign I'm about to read for. And yeah, your psychic ability is like crazy off the charts. In addition to the love and the incredible opportunities and the lucky, expansive, wonderful Venus rule. Venus in your sign. You're ruled by the moon. You are very, very in tune with the currents of life, the currents of, the cycles and the way that you're a little moody at times because of this. It's a lot. You feel so much. You're very intuitive. You're very psychic. A lot of times you're very clairvoyant. You know, you have dreams that are very prophetic. And this is really focusing on that right now in your, is this the crown? I believe it is. Yeah, the 7th chakra. Okay, so yeah, you're getting downloads. You're getting some really pertinent, vastly important information for you. Now, the other thing I do want to mention, in addition, I have to, and I'll talk about the moons as I'm doing other things, but the really huge thing, because for months we've been having like unprecedented changes in astrology, like in no one's lifetime ever. And that hasn't changed this month. We're having a change of the astrology sign in the sign of the planet Uranus. And it's been in Taurus for the last 8 years. It's now going into Gemini. So Gemini is a fully and completely different energy. And it's about air. It's about mind. It's about, you know, study and learning and exciting kind of maybe travel, or just if your mind isn't traveling, your body's traveling, you want to go more places, you want to connect more. Now you tend to be, you can be a homebody a lot of times. I've done a lot of cancers that are very sociable, but mostly you like people coming to your home. You like entertaining people. You love family. You are incredibly devoted and dedicated to family. You know, this is a time for vacations with family. You know, kids are out of school if they're young enough and they're not away at college. You may be going through that transition of a child, you know, leaving the nest. This is huge. I remember it like yesterday. I've still not completely gotten over it, but 7th chakra. And this is the purple. This is the, yeah, that part of the upper, and that's been predominant right now. It's been the 3 upper chakras for the reading so far. So here we are again. Not surprising with the element of water predominant right now. It says, my divine eternal knowing is seamless with the creative force, love, and the intelligence of the universe. I am the essence of love personified. Of course you are. Your heart is immense. You have a harder outer shell as a crab because you want to be protected. You want that security. Who doesn't? When you get hurt, you don't forget it easily, you know, and you build this kind of, you know, protective shell, but man, you're a loving, giving, compassionate, and caring person. So love this for you. Allow the information to come in any way that you like to do that, because it will. And we do have the Pisces in the North Node position, which represents the latest, newest changing of the eclipses and different signs that happen in January. North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo, always the polar oppositional signs. Water sign, you know, Pisces, one of the most psychic and intuitive and selfless and creative and just knowing, you know, very spiritually inclined. You may really open up your mind to a lot more spiritual activities or thoughts or, you know, personal feelings about that, because it's a feeling thing. You're a feeling sign. So let me go to get this beautiful correlating crystal that will go with it for the 3rd eye. I'm sorry, that's the 3rd eye. We want the 7th. The crown, and that is the beautiful clear quartz. The words associated with this crystal is, and in addition to, of course, being the chakra, is wisdom, awareness, and focus. So the clear quartz and all these beautiful crystals come in so many different forms and shapes. This is a beautiful gift that I got, and it has all of the 7, not the 8th, but the 7 chakras that came in this particular gift bag. And so I'm going to put the crystal, the very clear crystal. It reminds you of a crystal ball. I've got one of those here as well, where you can really kind of see into it. You can see what's going on. You can see your future. You can see your past. You can imagine, you can create, you can manifest anything. So we'll put this in here to infuse the reading so that I have clear and the best focus for you, for your reading. And also know that clear quartz says, I focus with clarity on my spiritual purpose. There is a huge emphasis on spirituality, as I just mentioned. And just love, you know, love is so absolutely important for all of us in all forms. So I will set this aside. We'll start the reading, which I mentioned, and if I didn't, I'll say it again. I'm doing a 6-card spread with this beautiful deck I have, which is known as the I always do that too. I don't know what that is. I've had this deck for so long. It's one of my favorites, the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. It feels good. It's got great energy. It's had some beautiful readings so far. We're setting that right there. I'll put this down a little bit. And I will also hold the cards up so you can see them too. Maybe if I push this back just a little bit. Yeah, you can see it kind of good. Anyway, I'll hold it up as well. And so, yeah, and I'll explain to you what the meanings are. And sometimes I get extra hits. I'm an intuitive psychic and tarot reader for, many, many years. So if those come through, I'll also do that in addition to the messages that are pretty well known in the beautiful tarot divination. And I'll finish with an oracle message as well. So the first is going to be the recent past, or it could be even a little further. There's no specific linear way as far as, the time and that sort of thing when it comes to spirituality. But has anything happened feeling-wise or information-wise prior to this reading? The moon. Well, you're definitely in your energy, Cancer, because that's your ruling planet, the moon. We have the new moon today. I pray that you're absolutely, and invite you to write down every single thing you want, everything that matters to you. Your intentions are so vitally powerful and important. And with all of the favorable planets in line with you right now, I think the world is your oyster, and I feel like you really are going to be amazingly surprised at how each one gets checked off. Maybe not in the exact way that you imagined, but that's not important. What you know is that you are capable. Write it down. Write every one of those down. And watch it occur, okay? What else can I say? There's obscurity with the moon, of course, but this is the new moon. Full moons resonate with the culmination a lot of times in the beginning of a new phase. Now, I didn't mention the lunations of the month of July, but they're very vital, important, as they are every month. You can look out and see, except for the first few days of the new moon, because it's not being seen, and then you see the small crescent, and it's one of the most beautiful illustrations of the moon I love, is the crescent, and definitely the full. So the full moon will be on the 10th of July in Capricorn, your polar opposition. Earth, success, something with money, something with your job, something with anything that's, grounded and very much about your sustenance and your future and your security and everything we spoke of and the things that matter to all of us, but I think you in particular. This is like, you need this, it's going to happen, you're going to make that happen, and you've been probably in the process of that. Even if it takes a little bit of time or turn or delay because of retrogrades, it's still going to happen. Just be patient, please. So the clarification for the moon is the Queen of Wands. Wow. So there's that fire. There's the Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. I mentioned Aries is having the two retrogrades, both in Neptune and Mercury. Well, Neptune is the planet that's just all about imagination and very nebulous and very like, you want to believe with everything you are that's what's going to happen. And then that Saturn is right there. It's like, I'm going to put you in your place. I'm going to make sure you're not going crazy. I'm going to make it a little bit more sober, a little bit more somber, a little bit more, structured. Just complete oppositions of each other. That's in the mix too. But the fire, ambitious Leo, which starts, like I said, on the 20th, Leo season, and the new moon that'll happen on the 24th. That's going to be something for all of us. This burning fire, drive, and passion is beyond with Leo. They are like ruled by the sun, you're ruled by the moon. So the two biggest stars, right? The most potent, incredible, cyclatory, but, definitely we feel the moon. We feel the tides. We see the tides affected by that, It's on, it's real, it's beautiful. There's something really important about this. And when you ever see the queen being the more feminine duality of the nature of the card. It doesn't mean it has to be a woman. I'm sorry if I'm stumbling. I'm already starting the Mercury retrograde, as I said. Oh well, we'll get through it. This is just that this particular energy is whenever a female or male, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries has something they want to do and manifest, oh, it will happen, okay? Nothing will stop them. And that's exactly the kind of energy that I'm feeling, and that's happening with all your beautiful positioning of the planets. And yeah, it's like magic. It really is. It's the manifestation is so very, it looks as though it was almost like a crystal ball there that's on fire, and it's just like, poof. And I don't need to tell you, you know, the energy between the fire sign and the water. I mean, simple biology, you know, you take water and you add fire and it boils and it simmers and it's steamy, and it's like, the thing you have to remember is that incredible importance of the tension between that, right? Too much fire will dry out the water. Too much water will, it'll just completely, you know, wipe out the fire. It's not soaked. I can't think of the word. You know what I'm saying? You can visualize. So but you can keep that balance. And it's so passionate. I have known so many fire and water relationships, friends, you know, lovers, business associates. Yeah, it's a really very alluring combination. So that's fantastic. That was reaching in what you were going through prior to this reading. Now the present, Two of Cups. There's that love. There's that relationship thing. Something's very potent. You may be getting married. You may actually be changing that status of yours. And you're all about it, because when you love so very deeply, and you're devoted to it, and you want to be everything for that person, but you also want that in return. And this shows that equal reciprocity, which is just absolutely beautiful and so in line with the reading, right? So it does have, just the ability to feel this as well into your existence, and to intentionally allow it in as well. The clarification of the Two of Cups is the Ten of Swords. Wow, well, this is about a new cycle. Any 10, when you take away the 0, is 1. Now, the Ten of Swords is usually like something really serious went down. This was, as they call it, the rock bottom. The pain of some sort, whether it was from a physical ailment, from a person, from a backstabbing, it's like you were absolutely done. And thank goodness, because that means you can start and renew and have this true love that is absolutely something that you deserve. We all deserve it. And in order to have that, you have to eliminate and remove anything that would be toxic or prevent that from occurring. So I actually really love this Ten of Swords for now, because normally when you see it, you're like, oh, but no, I know this has already happened. You're well aware of it. And you're ready to start new. You're ready for the change. You're ready to alleviate that from your life, okay? That is perfect for now. And especially with this beautiful Jupiter energy and Venus and everything, you don't want any part of that. All you want is to feel the love and joy of life, because it's there. Whenever you really want it to be there, it will be there for you, Cancers, okay? I'm getting emotional, I know. I speak from my heart, though, as well. So we're moving on to your future. And you have the Six of Cups. It's beautiful. It's you. It's the cups. It's water. It's sentimentality. It's happiness. It's memories. It's so retrograde. Bringing people back in, you know, reunions, visiting friends and family you haven't seen. And just really just thinking, wow, this is what life is about. Yeah, I mean, I know I got to go to work. I got to do the serious stuff. But really, I just want to really fully enjoy myself. Stop and smell the roses, all the, you know, sayings I can come up with right now. But fantastic. that's where you're going. You know, you have the drive, you have the fire in you, you've got your energy. You're fully in your energy, and it's good. It's great energy. What's the clarification for that? Four of Pentacles. Okay. Well, in this regard, the four in numerology represents stability. So you're really always going to be, no matter what, caring about that. And it's going to be with family or friends or whatever it is, with your own, just your own self. You want to know that, you know, without being too stuck or too maybe rigid, that you're always going to have that security you need. You hold that close to your heart. It means a lot to you. It could be people that you would do anything for. You know, like you're never going to stop being loyal to that. And so there's this stability here, which I like. And just remembering, you can't take it with you. So make sure that you're not being too stingy with yourself. Because, you know, I mean, life is to live and without going crazy. So this is, it's a beautiful reading, but more importantly, other than even the reading, I'm telling you, the energy is real. You're no doubt feeling it. It's your time. I'm extremely happy for you. I am going to finish with an oracle message. And once again, thank you for your time to be here, because it's something I absolutely love doing, and I don't see myself stopping, and hopefully evolving and growing as I go along with your help in that, and the love that you can provide in doing that support for me. So this is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, which I really, really like. I call it Baron Reed. Many decks. She has amazing decks. I've had this one a while. So I'm going to read, I'm being called to read two. So I'm going to read the first one. It has words that will make sense, and then beautiful illustrations. You have the Spiral Dancer. Curtius wrote perception. Wow. I don't know if that's how you pronounce the word Curtius. It's like circular. And you see like this, almost like the infinity symbol, you know, just this Curtius route. Maybe that's what I should have said, because it is spelled R-O-U-T-E, and perception. Well, that's you all over. That's this incredible innate ability to feel and sense and know. And you have great perception. I mean, once again, with your beautiful fellow water sign, Pisces, being at the helm and North Node, this is fantastic for you. In addition to all of the other things I've mentioned to you astrologically happening for you, you are very perceptive. 5 is change. You know, the Spiral Dancer, you are going to illuminate things for yourself in your own way. I think I see a butterfly. That's always about transformation there in the corner. It's a beautiful card. Hope it's not too glary for you. Oh, I love that. What does the second one say for you? Oh my goodness. You can't make this stuff up. The Spirit Whisperer, divine guidance and higher knowing. It's always there. And you are so in tune with that and so in touch with it. And it is number 3. And 3 is about growth. It's about others. It's about working together with others. This is a huge theme that's going to be happening more and more with Pluto and Aquarius specifically, but with many other aspects that have been coming through and will continue to come through. I won't speak about, but man, look at that. The green in the heart. Green representing the color of heart, the energy. I love this for the energy aspect. You know, that's why I wear the gloves. It's a new brand. I won't do it forever. I've had, you know, mixed emotions about it, but I enjoy it. It's kind of fun. And it does represent something. Everything's energy, right? Well, this is beautiful. I love the purple and green together. I love what it says. And more importantly, I love you and appreciate you. I want you to have the best birthday season, you know, July and onward. It's not just about July, but I would love to see you come back in August. Take great care of yourself. Enjoy every moment. Take care and bye for now.